Name's Dave from Delaware County, Ardmore, be Pacific.
Right. How old are you, Dave?
42.
Okay. And children?
Yeah, I have 3. I have a daughter, 2 daughters, and 1 son.
Okay. And how's your relationship with them?
The oldest daughter is really not there. I'm trying to build that one back up.
Gotcha.
The 2 younger ones is there, but they're with my brother right now.
Okay.
You know, obviously I'm out here staying in the streets and running around, and I can hardly, support myself, let alone them.
Yep. So, growing up, your childhood, would you consider what type of childhood would you consider yourself having?
It was good. I mean, my mother and father are divorced. They got divorced, I guess, when I was around 7. My father was still in my life.
Okay.
He lives in Jersey. And it was cool, the typical childhood, playing around. Like I said, I'm from Ardmore. That was a time like Kobe Bryant was there. He went to Lower Merion, although I went to Hartford High School.
Okay.
But it was cool. It was fun, typical things, running around, acting like a kid, playing video games and things like that.
Gotcha. Sports?
Yeah, I used to always play football, basketball. I used to box, little baseball. It was always like active, always being active.
Gotcha. Siblings?
Yes, I have an older brother and a younger brother.
Okay. And did you finish high school?
I did.
All right. What did you do after high school?
I went to community college for a year. Then I dropped out, and, pretty much after that, I was just ripping and running, doing dumb stuff. Couldn't really stay out the way, you know what I mean? Couldn't stay out my own way.
Gotcha. Did you play sports in college, or you just went?
No, I just went there for hotel and restaurant management.
Okay. And how long have you been out here in Kensington?
Maybe 5 years. 5 years, probably. Okay. I've been on the street for about 5 years now.
All right. So, when you were younger in high school, so people don't know on the camera, obviously, but you're tall, right? How tall are you?
6'6".
Okay, so you're 6'6". So, playing basketball, when you were younger, did you ever have any hopes or dreams of, making a career out of it?
I actually caught my growth spurt late in between my junior and senior year of high school. Like, I shot up very fast. And by that time, I was more or less worried about getting out of school. But after that, that's when I started boxing, and I wanted to utilize my height to, make it kind of a career, but it was kind of like late in the game, you know what I mean? So.
Gotcha.
I just was a tall individual, I guess. I mean, I was a little uncoordinated too as well. I didn't know how to use my height to my advantage all the way.
Yeah. I think we see a lot of kids that, that's just the way it is until you learn how to use it as an advantage, right?
Right.
So have you ever been in trouble with the law or anything like that?
Yes, unfortunately.
All right. Talk to me about that, brother.
As a kid, going to the detention center, coming home, getting arrested. It seemed like I said, I couldn't stay my own way. It seemed like all the time I was getting arrested for dumb stuff. Nothing really crazy, like retail thefts.
Normal like childhood
fighting on the bus, disorderly conducts, things like that. But, once they put you on probation, it's like a wrap after that.
Yep.
It's like you go on probation, you violate, you go to jail. As an adult, anyway. As a child, as a child too. You violate, you go to jail too as a child.
Yep, so exactly.
That was like the game. You know what I mean? Take these 2 years of probation, you get out of detention center, or you get out of jail, and I'll sign my life away.
Yep. And when did addiction come into your life?
Probably in my late 20s, really. It really became a habit in my late 20s. I got injured boxing, matter of fact.
Okay.
I tore my rotator cuff, and I was always scared to take pills at that time, but the doctor prescribed me pills and broke that fear.
Gotcha.
And I was taking them, and then I would buy them on the street after that. Then once it got too expensive, you know, it progressively got worse. Went to heroin, and now it's heroin and powder cocaine, speedball, and that's it pretty much. It's just the coke and the dope.
The normal progression that the majority of us find ourselves in, right?
Unfortunately.
Okay. How long have you been living here in Kensington?
I don't live in Kensington, but I live on the streets.
Okay.
I don't think I could live up here all the time. I mean, not saying it, just for me, like I know myself, I'll be in way too much trouble. So I actually live further outside, still on the streets. If you're on the streets, you're on the streets. But I just think I'll just be in a little bit way too much trouble staying out here every day and every night.
All right. So what do you just come here, you go back to that area to sleep and then come here during the day?
Yeah, I come here, cop, usually stay, bullshit a little bit, get high, and then I go there to sleep. Down by closer to 30th Street, around that area.
Okay, got you. So a little more peaceful.
A little more peaceful, yeah, a little bit more quiet.
Yep.
And then, I still got to worry about people stealing my stuff, but not 24/7 as much, you know?
But not like here, right?
Not like here.
Yep,
not like
exactly.
Here. Not like here.
So what does your habit cost you a day?
Anywhere probably from 50 to 150 a day. Somewhere inside there. Depends on how much money I make, but I at least try to get like at least $50 a day.
All right.
At least.
And what do you use?
What I use is dope and the coke, the powder, speedball.
Okay. All right. You mix it every time?
Every time.
Okay. And you shoot it?
I do, unfortunately.
Okay. How do you support your habit? How do you make your money?
I panhandle, I ain't even gonna lie. I mean, it's an embarrassing thing, but like, I don't like doing the stealing shit.
Yeah.
Like, I have a conscience, I feel too guilty stealing from another person that's in the same situation as I am,
Yep.
Not saying I haven't done it before, but I'd rather not, Or if I go inside the store, I gotta be hungry, pretty much, or I have to be very dope sick to steal out the store. I don't really like stealing. That's not my thing.
Gotcha. What's the worst thing that you've seen out here?
The worst thing?
Yeah. What's, some of the...
Just seeing
give me a story of something you've experienced out here.
It's just seeing people in the predicaments that they're in and the low points that they might find for themselves, you know what I mean? Of me too as well. It's a shame just watching the worst things progress further down. You know what I mean? And me as well. Like, I like seeing people up. I like seeing people win.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? I don't like seeing people down.
Of course.
If I could, I would try to help people out. But unfortunately, I can't even help myself out sometimes, you know what I'm saying? So, I'm not like one of those dudes that kick you when you're down. I'd rather pick you up and we'll rock this thing out together and make it happen together. Okay. But, somebody might say homicide is the worst thing I've ever seen, or this person getting robbed, or this person getting stabbed. I just don't like seeing people in that hole like that. I don't like seeing me in the hole like that. I don't like seeing maybe a loved one in the hole like that. So those are probably the worst things I've ever seen.
And you describing that's sort of like, because we spoke many times out here, and that's sort of like the interactions. That's sort of the vibe I get from the interactions that we have, when we speak. You seem like a good brother.
Thank you. Likewise. I appreciate that.
Thank you, brother. You got any questions for me?
Nah, I mean, I appreciate you. I appreciate the time you take to come out here.
Mm-hmm.
And I thank you for that.
No problem, brother.
Thank you for that, bro.
I thank you, and I appreciate you, and I hope whatever route you decide to go in, that you're successful at it and you make the most out of it, brother.
Thank you.
I thank you.